President Donald Trump opened his critical trade dinner with Chinese President Xi Jinping Saturday night with a tribute to the late President George H.W. Bush and announced he's sending Air Force One to Houston to bring the leader's remains to Washington, D.C. It's of special honor, he deserves very much, Trump said. He noted he and the American delegation will return to Washington, D.C. after the dinner with Xi, and, from there, Air Force One, the president's signature plane, will fly to Houston to bring the late president's remains to the capital city, where he will lie in state in the U.S. Capitol building and have a state funeral at the Washington National Cathedral. dailymail.co.uk Once 2018 12/1/22 6,893,314 6,450,623 Image a 68 1,543,701,948,151 JPG height equals 498 width equals 634 alt equals class equals book border img share copy link to paste in your message. Trump remembers George H.W. Bush. He was a high-quality man. Loaded 0% progress 0% 0 o'clock PREVIOUSPLAYSKIPLIVEMUTE 0 o'clock current time 0 o'clock duration time 0 o'clock full screen e-text video quality foreground white black or green blue yellow magenta cyan opaque semi opaque background white black or green blue yellow magenta cyan opaque semi transparent window white black or green blue yellow magenta cyan opaque semi-transparent font size 50% 75% 100% 125% 150% 175% 200% 300% 400% text edge style non-erased depressage uniform drop shadow font familiar default monospace serif proportional serif monospace sans serif proportional sans serif casual script small caps default style minimize expand close Force One will be taking myself and a group of our people back to Washington. It will then be reset and it will be sent to Houston to pick up the casket of President Bush, and it will be sent back to Washington, he said. Trump called it a special tribute. He'll be missed. He'll be greatly missed, the president added. The 41st President of the United States, Bush, 93, died just 8 months after the loss of his wife Barbara, whom he had been married to for 73 years. Grilled sirloin with red onions, goat ricotta, and dates was on the menu and trade was the main item on the agenda, but it barely garnered a mention from the president. Trump started his remarks by talking about his predecessor in the Oval Office. We'll be spending 3 days of mourning and 3 days of celebrating a really great man's life, he said. He certainly deserves it. He also thanked Xi for his words of condolence for the Bush family. The late President Bush was the one-time ambassador to China. Share this article. Share one. dailymail.co.uk Once 2018 12/1/22 6,893,578 6,450,623 Image of 69 1,543,702,003,266 JPG height equals 420 width equals 634 alt equals class equals book border img share copy link link to paste in your message." Then Trump finally turned to the topic at hand, his dinner with Xi. He said he was planning to press the Chinese president about fentanyl. China is believed to be a major source of synthetic painkiller, which has been popping up in heroin, causing a spike in overdoses. Trump also said they'd be talking trade. China and the United States are in the midst of trade war with billions of dollars in tariffs at play against one another. "We'll be discussing trade, and I think at some point we're going to end up doing something that's great for China and great for the United States," he said. Trump pointed to the leaders' great relationship. "That's going to be a very primary reason that we'll probably end up getting something that is good for China and good for the United States." Xi, speaking via a translator, said it is a great pleasure to have them meeting. "It has been quite a while since our previous meeting," he said. "A lot of things have taken place in the world." The two leaders are meeting face-to-face for the first time since the trade war began between the two economic superpowers. Trump and Xi were seated across from each other in the middle of the table, surrounded by their respective delegations on their left and right. The guests were arranged around a long rectangular table. A crystal chandelier hung over it, and a row of flowers ran down the middle. Two American flags and two Chinese flags stood at the end of the room. Joining the president in the American delegation were Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin, Chief of Staff John Kelly, United States Trade Representative Robert Lighthizer, National Security Advisor John Bolton, White House Advisor Jared Kushner, White House Advisor Peter Navarro, and Economic Advisor Larry Kudlow. Trump on Friday revealed willing to double and even quadruple tariffs on China as he shrugged off the economic competitor's enhanced global influence. The president told Voice of America in an interview on the margins of the G20 summit that he doesn't want to bear down on China further, but he will, in order to rein in the country that has expanded its footprint to Latin America. "I think they're going to have less money than they have right now," he said of the $250 billion in tariffs he's already slapped on Beijing. "We're going to be taking in billions and billions of dollars, plus I can double that up, and then I can double it again." Trump has expressed optimism the two leaders can come to a deal. "We're working very hard. If we can make a deal, that'd be good. I think they want to, and I think we'd like to," he told reporters during a meeting with Japan's Shinzo Abe. "There's some good signs. We'll see what happens."